So I would say for people, I would say be careful with people that you have in your life. I know this sounds so typical. We hear this people on their little shorts and lives and stuff, but okay. I hate sounding like everybody else. That's one of the things I do hate. I hate to sound like everybody else. Friends, I don't want to say you really don't have to worry about friends because friends don't last forever. You can easily dispose of them or not want to hang out with them or distance yourself from them if you ain't really feeling them like that no more. But what if you is feeling that friend and you know something about them? Or that family members as well. Do not have any, when I say do not marry. Do not be in a relationship. Do not be best friends. I don't care if y'all was friends for 10 years. Listen, you are the main character in this horror movie right now. If there's somebody around you who is a witch, bloodline witch, meaning they really are witches. They don't really need candles and all of that. I'm telling you, it's all about the spiritual. It's all about it's spiritual. It's spiritual discernment when it comes. You can feel people's spirit if you can. I don't know if your discernment is on or not, but if you have anybody that is a witch, warlock, mason, and friends and family, someone you associate with, get away from them. Get away from them. Let me tell you about these people. A lot of these people, some of these people do have friends. Because some of these people know how to disguise themselves and make themselves look, yeah, and make themselves look like everybody else. But these people are creeps. These people, these people are weirdos. No one really likes them. When I was coming up, if you was a witch, gothic, or Mason thing wasn't really just out like that then. But if you was one of them, you was considered a freak of the. You was considered a freak to the world, a mutant to the community, and no one wanted to be near you. And everybody knew that you needed Jesus. I don't even think people's parents, kids would want them playing with you. They would be like, yeah, just look the other way, or just say hi and bye, and that's it. But I just want to say this: stay away from those people. Now, you don't have to listen to me, because some of y'all do need to learn and find out the hard way. But I'm gonna just say this: if these people are in your family, everybody's situation is different. Some people, the way they are living, their living stability is not good. Some people do have a car and can just drive off or go find somewhere else to live. I would just say pray. I would just say pray, ask for some discernment and protection from evil, the enemy, and witchcraft, and the darts of the enemy. You can you listen, pray to God. I would just say pray to God and that, however your understanding is and however you can talk. And I would that's the best advice I can give you is just because there's nothing else you can do. You cannot fight evil with evil. There's no such thing. It's happened many times in history and it's been a bloodbath. You cannot fight evil with evil. Ask the people in New Orleans. That's one of the most hot topics right now. When it comes to that voodoo witchcraft stuff, a lot of people die from that. You cannot fight evil with evil. People who practice evil now in occult and witchcraft are deceived. Just because they get money, cars, and clothes, and their life is just going, they're going to pay for that. They're going to pay for that. And speaking of paying up the price, when people sell their souls, and when you see those symptoms of things, darkness is working in their favor. When you see people dying around them, or when they come out with a new album, or they become famous, and they have to give up somebody, it's the same way. It's gonna be the same way, like some weird bad luck jinx stuff, like some final destination stuff. They're going to see the symptoms of this. Ask Whitney Houston. Ask other artists who had weird things probably happen around them before they die. Ask Robert Johnson. It's going to be the same thing. They're going to feel it. It's going to feel like something is coming for them. Ask Prince. It's going to feel like something or somebody is coming for them and their time is nigh. This stuff is not nothing to play because once you do it, you cannot get out. You cannot leave and you will pay. You can cry, you can sing gospel songs. I honestly, listen, listen. It's not gonna work because living a life of pureness and holiness and in light of God, You can't be a part of this world. So you just can't. And it's not about just singing songs all day and just telling people you have to do this for yourself in secret. And them people who sold their souls can't do that. They have a big ego. They want everybody to see them. They want to be known. They want everybody to know their ideas and what they're thinking of. They want is me, 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 me. I notice me, me, me. No, a lot of God's people, he wants them to be low key. He wants them to be quiet and sacred. That's, the people in the world, it's the total opposite. It's the total opposite. Unless God decides to use you and you have a calling and he puts you in something and uses you for something to be loud, but everybody's calling is not the same. It's totally different. It's totally different. Everybody's not meant to be a loud speaker and tell everybody about everything. Your calling may just to be, you don't know what your purpose may be. You living right, it may just be, you may not know, maybe 20 years down the line and you run into a person down the street. Your purpose, all your life that you was living, but you was living right for the Lord, you ran into that person one day and that person needed to hear what you said to them about the Lord. Somehow you just did that, or they needed prayer. Maybe that was your purpose. And you changed that person's life forever with the light on you. But the people in the world, what can I say? They gonna have to give all that money up. I'm telling you, they can't get. They're not willing to do it. It's the change of the heart. It's not about. That's all. That's why. Y'all see why church is the way they is. People go there to feel good and to balance out their negative, evil, dark energy, and to go back to doing their dirty grinds. This is why the church is not growing. Because all we want to do is go in there, feel good, clap our hands, dance, sing, and shout, and we can't even get along with people up in there. We talking about them, we judging them, we don't like them, or whatever. This even a person that's of light, even Christians have to be mindful of how they feel, what's in their heart, and how they treat people. Because God will judge them too. This is factual. So, people who are in the world that sold their souls, they feel like they're better than everybody. They full of pride. And that's why they at where they at. That's what drove them. That's what drove them to sign that contract. It was a drive. They kept showing how bad they wanted. And they I'm telling you, them singers and them artists, they make all the movies before they got their big break on. They've been doing this since they was a child. It's been their destiny. It's been they've shown it. They put in the work. But how bad do you want it? You're gonna have to come to a point. There's a sit down and negotiation or whatever's gonna come visit you, whoever's gonna be, and you got a resume behind you, a big resume of all the songs and acting and dancing and performances you've done since you was a child, from on up to however old you was when you made that deal. Now you're gonna really get noticed, for real. You're gonna really be a big star. When you make this deal, however you do it, and whoever gonna be working it out for you, because when people sell their soul, there's people in the industry that do work for them. When these witches be telling you, like, yeah, these people, they come to us. Don't doubt that. Don't doubt that. Don't doubt that, not one bit. Don't doubt it one bit. You'd be surprised who these people are, and the people that was literally removed out of the way, that's still being talked about till this day. And those people are going to pay for it. When you hear people say they've read the book, the Bible pages, and something showed up when they try to talk to God, y'all gonna see how this stuff is real. This stuff is real. When you hear people cry and say I sold my soul, they sold my soul, and I feel like when I be crying, I can't be heard. I feel like I can't. I'm telling you. It's you talking about an emptiness, a depression, a void, being anxious. These people really feel a void. These people cannot feel God. That's why they act crazy. That's why they do everything that's so loud, and they go viral for doing foolishness and just nasty and the most stupidest stuff, because they are void of anything that is of light. It is I don't think they can really feel or detect, like just being normal, like how they used to be. That's what happens when you bite that forbidden apple. They probably can't eat. These people can't even pray properly. Nothing. If they try to pray, if they try to, child, anything they try to do of coming there. That's why. Why do y'all think the way they fame life is? They have so many people around them in the entourage. Those people are watchers. People who do their hair. They're just crowded with these people around them, guiding them. They got security all around them. Yeah. Those people are watchers. It could be their handler. Some of those people that they be in a relationship with, you can't get out. They watching you. You did something when you sold your soul, and you're gonna see the outcome of that in the natural realm. And you might feel it spiritually, even while you're naturally just in it, because a lot of them be looking drained and stuck in like vampires. Y'all notice that? A lot of them be looking void of life. They eyes, like you could see the windows through to the soul through the eyes, and it just looked like empty, like just void, like just soulless. They start looking, they beauty, like it just goes away, and that's what happens when you do that stuff. Just like when a person comes to the light of the Lord, what you see on them. How did Krishan look? How did Black China look when she tried to get baptized? I hope she is trying to come to the Lord. What do you see when people give their life to the Lord and get baptized for real? Do they look dark and scary? No, they look new, refreshed. You can hear their testimonies. They feel light as a feather. Feel like they lost 20 pounds. They look beautiful. They look gorgeous. Feel like a weight been lifted off their shoulder. Them demons is gone. It was 20 hours, 7 hours of deliverance. They feel they are a new creature in Jesus, in the Lord. Right? What do you think happened when these people sell their soul? Now let's go on the opposite side. What do you think happened to those people when they sell their soul? Do they feel light as a feather? Do they feel heavy? How do they look in the spirit? Full of chains and demons hovering all around them? People around them watching them. I bet they got shapeshifters all around them. They got demons all around them. People with demons in their monitoring spirits always want to know what they want to do, always in their business, the blogs. Their life is not private. They are well known. They are being watched. They have to watch what they say and do, especially because of what they are a part of, honey. Yup, spiritually, them deals, you can't say everything you want. You can ruin your reputation, career. That's the natural part. But just imagine the spiritual part. You can't, just imagine the spiritual side. We all know people who practice the dark arts and that are in the occult. They got to be hush hush. They do everything that's secret. Everything's a secret. Everything is keeping an oath of silence. Right? But God, no, it's free. They preach the gospel to everybody. It's free to hear. It's light in it. That's why them demons get so mad at them people on the street. But let somebody go out with no clothes on and just, have a mic in their hand and just start gyrating everywhere. Just start, rapping or singing about violence or making nasty R-rated movies. Everybody want to see that. Ain't nobody mad at that. So, y'all see the difference now? Y'all see the difference between influence and the people who get chosen for the good side, the bad side, how deep this stuff really runs, and the selling of souls? Yes. They get baptized in evil. Yes. When y'all see them in that tub, they telling y'all, look, I'm telling you, they going backwards. Y'all already know how the snake, the evildoer, like to imitate and try to replicate what people of light do is phony. It's phony. So I say that to say this. When people sell their soul and make oaths to fraternities and get into the occult, I don't care if they're a solitary witch or warlock, that is hard. You cannot easily come out of that. Go online and look up people who have been in those things and what they've gone through. Even when they try to come to the Lord, what would still happen to them when they would have to go home. That stuff did not just die down overnight and just go away. And yes, demons are real and people see this stuff. It don't have to be when the lights go off that you see demons and when it's time to go to bed. It could be when the lights is on. I don't think people believe they can see demons and things with the lights on and with you being fully awake and your eyes open. It don't matter if you blink them, you gonna see them. Do you think people in hell can close their eyes and say, I don't want to see this no more? And they transparent. They a spirit. I don't even think they can put their hand in front of their face. I'm just saying. Stuff is not a game, guys. So I say that to say this once again. If y'all have friends or people in y'all family who do those things, pray for discernment. Start listening to some of these people. Not everybody. You ain't got to have open ears to everybody. Not even me. But start listening to some of these people that be talking about gang stalking and targeting individuals, and watch out for stuff like that. Witches, wizards, warlocks, all that stuff. You know, be looking out for that, because it's men and women. It's men and women. It's men and women. Just be careful. Find out things about your family, secrets. Just that type of stuff. Be careful. And don't let everybody know what you're thinking and what you're about to do in your next move. Keep quiet. You need to learn how to move like an assassin in the spirit and the natural realm. Don't just only know what you're doing. Why you want to be famous? You see what people go through that want to be well known and famous. If something happens to them, they ain't gonna know who did it, because they got a lot of people around them. They so popular, they wouldn't even know where the attack is coming from. Naturally, spiritual, whether they had discernment. So, just a little advice for y'all. Come on here and just share this. Whoever finds this video, but it's true. Stuff is real. Stay prayed up out here in these streets, y'all.